It just broke, my friend. The Las Vegas Raiders' patience has reached its limit, and the decision under discussion now could completely change the franchise's future. Geno Smith has been trying to recover in the first weeks of the season, and the front office is already planning a new offensive line. But what's coming will take everyone by surprise. Sources suggest the Raiders may move on from Smith and target a new quarterback with absurd numbers, a talent with a 16-to-1 interception ratio. And that's not all. There have been serious negotiations involving Brock Bowers and a possible trade with the Seattle Seahawks that could shake up the NFL before the deadline. So, like and subscribe to the channel, because what I'm about to tell you today will set Raider Nation on fire. When the Raiders traded for Geno Smith, the expectation was simple: to bring stability and veteran leadership to a desperate time for answers at the quarterback position. But 5 games into the 2025 season, that dream has been completely shattered. Smith hasn't just struggled, he's been the league's turnover machine, throwing more interceptions than any other NFL quarterback. The offense seems lost. Fans are frustrated, and the Raiders have fallen to 1-4, an even worse record than last year's 2-3 start under Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. The experiment failed, and now all signs point to a change. Reports from around the league suggest the Raiders may use their projected top 10 pick in the 2026 draft to select Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza, a rising prospect known for his calm accuracy and elite decision-making. Mendoza has turned heads with an impressive 16-to-1 touchdown-to-interception ratio, completing 73% of his passes and throwing for over 1,200 yards in 5 games. He has demonstrated advanced defensive awareness, a consistent presence in the pocket, and the ability to throw passes on the move with poise befitting his age. Scouts have described him as a passer with timing and rhythm, who plays with surgical precision, something the Raiders have been missing all season. What makes Mendoza even more appealing is his efficiency with the ball. After weeks of Geno forcing passes and giving up possession, Raider Nation is desperate for someone who can protect the ball. Mendoza appears to be that guy. Calm, controlled, and extremely precise. Financially, the Raiders also have decisions to make. Releasing Geno next season would represent an $18.5 million salary cap hit, but with over $100 million in cap space for 2026, there's plenty of flexibility to absorb that impact. They've also attempted to trade him, though his current performance seems unlikely. If Mendoza continues his winning streak, he could rise to the top 10 of the draft, exactly where Las Vegas may be picking after another disappointing season. And if that happens, the Raiders may finally find the young quarterback they've been searching for since Derek Carr's departure. And as if the problems with Geno Smith weren't enough, the Raiders' offense now faces another blow: the injury of one of the team's top prospects. When Brock Bowers arrived in Las Vegas, he immediately became the heart of the Raiders' offense. His rookie year was nothing short of spectacular, one of the best rookie seasons ever for a tight end. But this year, his sophomore season took a difficult turn. Bowers injured his knee in Week 1 during the Raiders' victory over the New England Patriots. At first, the weather assumed it was a minor injury. Coach Pete Carroll even said he avoided serious injury. But as the weeks passed, it became clear the injury was worse than expected. Bowers has been battling a sprained medial collateral ligament, PCL, and a bone bruise, playing through pain for several weeks before the weather finally ruled him out in Week 5 against the Colts. This decision wasn't a reversal, it was a reality check. Bowers' knee simply hasn't improved, and the only path to full recovery is rescue. He's currently considered a weekly recovery period, but inside sources believe it could be several weeks before he's ready to return. Without him, the Raiders' offense appears lifeless. Their passing game revolves around his ability to carry double coverage, stretch defenses, and open up space for receivers. Without that threat, Geno Smith's struggles have only worsened. To make matters worse, backup tight end Michael Mayer is also sidelined with a concussion. This leaves Ian Thomas, Carter Runyon, and Albert Okwuegbunam as the only tall tight ends on the roster, none of whom have posted any significant stats this year. It's a nightmare scenario for a team already struggling to stay in control. The Raiders now face the Tennessee Titans in Week 6 and then travel to Kansas City to face the Chiefs before the Week 8 bye. These are brutal matchups to face without their main offensive weapon. The hope is that Bowers can rest during a bye week and return mid-season, but even then, there's no guarantee he'll be at full strength. Still, his recovery could be key to saving the Raiders' offense, especially if they opt for a new quarterback like Mendoza in 2026. But as the offense tries to regroup without Brock Bowers, the Las Vegas backroom is buzzing about a potential trade that could completely completely change the course of the defense. The Seattle Seahawks are searching for a solution to revitalize their pass rush, and one name has been emerging prominently behind the scenes: Max Crosby, the star defensive end for the Las Vegas Raiders. In March 2025, Crosby signed a 3-year, $106.5 million contract extension with the Raiders, becoming the highest-paid non-quarterback in NFL history at the time. The deal includes $91.5 million guaranteed, with fully guaranteed guarantees of $32.5 million in 2025 and $30 million in 2026. This structure offers the Raiders financial flexibility, allowing them to consider a potential trade without major salary negotiations. With a disappointing start to the season, with a 1-4 record, the Raiders are evaluating their options for rebuilding the team. The possibility of trading Crosby emerges as a strategy to acquire valuable draft assets and free up salary cap space. The recent release of linebacker Jermaine Pratt, just 4 games after signing a $4.25 million contract, indicates a team willing to make bold decisions to restructure the roster. The Seahawks, meanwhile, are looking to strengthen their defensive line. With 13 sacks this season, most of their production came from the inside line, and injuries to key players have left the team lacking at pass rusher. Reports indicate that earlier this year, the Seahawks proposed a trade between Geno Smith and DK Metcalf for Crosby, but the Raiders declined the offer. However, with Smith's performance below expectations in Las Vegas, this proposal may be reconsidered. Crosby is recognized for his relentless style of play and his ability to change the course of a game. His presence in a defense can transform a middling unit into one of the most feared in the league. For the Seahawks, acquiring Crosby would be a significant step towards strengthening their defensive line and increasing their chances of playoff success. Besides the Seahawks, other teams have also shown interest in Crosby. The Dallas Cowboys are listed as potential contenders, looking to add Crosby to solidify their defense and increase their title chances. Crosby's contract flexibility makes him an attractive trade for teams looking for an immediate impact without compromising their financial future. With Geno Smith struggling, Brock Bowers trying to recover, and rumors of a Max Crosby trade swirling around the NFL, do you think the Raiders' future in 2025 could take an exciting turn? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Raiders news.